Welcome back. It's been a while. Things have been kind of boring. But guess what? Things are getting exciting because one of our bins is plugged. So I guess I'll show you what we do because we gotta fix it. My uncle is gone with one truck. He took it off to the elevator, the place where we sell it. I am loading this one, but Josiah is in the grain bin, that one right there, and he's doing the sweep auger. I am loading this truck. So we put it in the middle, and then whenever it gets full on one side, it flows over to the other side. As you can see, our system is not very fast. It's not a very difficult job. So that's why you can normally do it with just one person. That's also why they're having me do it, because it's slow, it's easy, and if I'm doing it, they don't have to wait to load it whenever they get back. This is the grain bin. Josiah is in it. As you can see, he's scooping. It's about to the end. Once it gets close, I'll get in there with him, and both of us will be finishing it because it goes a lot faster and you need an extra person. Well, I think I've decided that this is kind of boring. So I guess you'll just wait. I'll post the video a little bit later and I'll show you how we do corn. We're loading out of a bin that's not clogged, and well, I guess I'll just show you what we're gonna have to do. This is not gonna be a fun process. This is the first time I've experienced this. So I guess y'all will get to see it with me. So this is the bin. We have two augers going into the drive-over pit. And as you can see, we have the slide gate all the way open. No grain is flowing through the slide gate. It's plugged. Bees wings, or it might be some corn cobs. We don't know. We're not gonna get in there and try to fix it because that's too dangerous. So let me show you what we're gonna do. Right there, a trap. Well, a slide gate. We're gonna put this underneath it and drain it all out. Because that just sounds like so much fun. It's not fun. He's not excited. My dad said he's done this more than once. You see, they used to grow seed beans, and they didn't want the beans to get damaged from the auger, so they just pull it out from the door. So he actually made a little piece for the side of the door. I'll show you that. This is his piece. He's gonna go get bolts. Then we put this here so it'll minimize the spillage, but it's definitely gonna spill a lot. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, I gotta go watch the truck.
Y'all probably remember last fall in one of our last videos, we were spreading chicken litter and sowing rye. This is one of the fields that we did that on. And I think you can see that we got a great stand. Just turbo tilled a little bit of it in, really lightly. And the rye came up. It's really small whenever it starts out, but a couple of weeks ago we got some snow, and I think that chicken litter and the snow and just warmer temperatures in the last couple of weeks has made this rye really take off, and it's looking good. Definitely won't have any erosion problems in this field.
If you've been wondering what we've been doing all this time and I haven't been posting videos, well, basically just hauling grain. This is corn. If I'm here, I will load it and they will haul it. If I'm not here, then they'll load it by themselves and then they'll take it. It'll just take longer. But it makes it a little bit faster if I'm loading and they're hauling because they can get more done. But I don't film it because, well, there's a lot of climbing up and down of ladders, and a camera just makes it a lot more difficult. Well, as I said before, my job is to keep things moving, help with efficiency. So I'm going to start the other truck, and then whenever we get this one loaded, it'll be ready. Well, we got her working. As you can see, it makes a little bit of a mess, and it's very slow. That's just part of it. We got to get the corn out of the bin. We are running out of this bin and our big bin, which is back there. So it does make it go faster. This Kinze bar, as you can see, well, it's a little bit rusty, even though it's just a spot planter, replant. So we're gonna grind the rust off. I've got a grinder here. Well, as you can see, I'm just trying to get the main rusty spots off, but it's not that complicated. As you can see, I got it all grinded. My uncle cut that piece off from right there. He's gonna do the other side also. But we're gonna rusty metal primer, which is actually what the primer is called, and then we're gonna paint it a generic blue, not Kinze blue, but a generic blue. But it's going along pretty well. Okay, well, while I was gone, they literally got it all painted. I primed it. It looks really good. But why in the world are we fixing up this old planter?
Well, normally this is just our replant planter. If we have spots in the field that, you know, water gets on them, we have to replant. We don't get the big planter out. We try to use this planter for that purpose. But we're hoping to use it in the fall. We've used it in the past. It's been a while. But you take these little discs, and we've got soybean meters, and you put this to the outside of the soybean meter plate, and it keeps the rye from going through the soybean meter and just falling out on the ground. But with these right here, you can actually use a planter to plant wheat or rye or other small grains. And the idea is that if we plant on the hillsides, crossways of the hillsides, that rye is going to be really, really thick in each of these 12 rows. And so there's not going to be the potential for erosion because it's so thick that it'll slow the water down. And the other advantage over just sowing it, broadcasting it, is that we have a lot of problems with voles. They burrow down in the ground and then they eat the crops, and we'll have holes out in our fields sometimes where these voles have just eaten big patches of soybean. We think that if we plant the rye, there'll be a 20-inch spot between each row, and that spot is going to make it more open so that hawks and other predators can see the voles. Whereas if we broadcast it, then that rye is more of a general cover everywhere, and the hawks can't see the voles. It's kind of an experiment. We did it a few years ago and it worked great. And so I guess we're trying to get back to this and maybe see next fall if it seems to help.
We're changing these coulters from this bottom slot to the top one because they're too deep. That's it. Well, we did end up getting the little planter all done. We got it put away in the shed, as you can see. Looks real good.
If anybody has any ideas on how to keep pigeons out of sheds, please pass them along to us. We've got this one big machinery shed out back that's open on one side, and the pigeons get in here and they crap on everything. And so it's a little frustrating when you clean your equipment up and then you park it out here and it becomes a porta potty for some pigeons.
Well, I'm loading trucks again, but I guess that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.